Alright. Couldn't stand it, had to get into it. It ran too good, it made me curious. So, I pulled it apart just to time it, but then I was only like 4 bolts away from pulling the cylinder off, so, well, you know how that goes. Here's what it timed at in the squish, which I'm pretty impressed by. Those numbers are pretty good, honestly. Just all out of a box, especially a clone. So, kind of got a plan together here. What I'm gonna do. Everything looks okay in it. Of course it should, it's new. Everything looks just like you'd expect it to look. Muffler, cover. All the parts are scattered out here somewhere. A little bit of a mess in here, but I'll get it cleaned up sometime. Here's a piston. Probably do some work on it. So we can maybe get some weight out of it. The intake wear already. Pretty normal. Black mark is me checking to see how far away it was from Freeporting. It is not very far. 30-some thousandths. Can't really drop the cylinder or anything. I might skin just a little bit off of it and get the squish just a little tighter, but that's all I'll do. Here's the cylinder. This ain't ran good. The ports are pretty rough in it and ugly. A bunch of big boogers in it, and shape isn't very good. They're slanted over a little. Chamfers aren't that great. There's the intake. I don't know if you can see that or not. On the bottom side, the intake's way bigger on the bottom of the intake where it meets the boot. It's bigger than the boot. Pop this boot off. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. See how much material is on the top and how much is on the bottom. It really needs to be about like it is on the top all the way around to be even with it. So this thing has a little more intake than I would like it to have as it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna epoxy the intake floor to raise it up some. And of course I'm gonna fix all that, make that look right. The chamber's pretty nice in it. The chamber has been machined in this saw already, factory. Which is kind of not really normal, you don't see that. But I mean overall it's not terrible. It could be worse. It's a little rough. But I'm about to wash this thing and get it ready to stick some epoxy in. That way I'll just go let it cure overnight. This is a Neotec labeled cylinder. I think that one Charles had said something else on it. But he had the same, it was around about the same numbers, and he had the same deal where it was not very far from Freeporting as well. So that's kind of what I was expecting out of this one. But anyway, just get getting a little couple shots of this thing while it's underway. Let you see the inner workings of it. One thing that was kind of the only thing I've really seen kind of as far as quality wise it wasn't great is the clutch drum. The clutch drum is not quite concentric. It's offset one way. You can spin it and see it. You can feel it drag in one place, and then you can watch the gap open and close as it's spinning around the case. So other than that though, I mean, I haven't found really anything much that meant anything to me for what I was doing. So the decomp is one other thing. The decomp on this thing is pretty close to worthless. Look at that tiny little hole. For a 90 plus cc saw, that size hole don't cut it. It immediately blows it out when you try to start it. Yeah, so I think we'll probably be modifying this thing, because I'm probably gonna try to get, it has 200 pounds of compression, but I'm gonna try to get a little more in it somehow. I ain't exactly sure how yet, but so I'm gonna probably be needing that decomp to keep from blowing that recoil up. The aftermarket recoils aren't known for their durability, I wouldn't say. So I think we'll be doing that, modifying that. If that don't work out, I got some OEM steel ones too, but I'm trying to keep this thing basically like it came out of the box, modify what's on it and go with that rather than buying parts and putting parts on it, switching stuff for OEM stuff. I want to see what this Chinese stuff's all about. I want to see how far you can go with it. So that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I think that's all I got for now though. I just thought this kind of went from 0 to 100 in like a day, so I'm just gonna throw this up. I'll make another video when I get some stuff done. Alright, have a good one.